गाइज वेलकम टू माय चैनल एंड आज हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं एक प्रोजेक्ट रिलेटेड टू द चैटबॉट एंड इन दिस प्रोजेक्ट also create two folders related to backend and frontend. In the backend I also use the React and in the sorry in the frontend we will use the React and we also backend we use the Python. In that Python, first of all we will create the app.py. In the app.py I will import the some libraries to import OS, that is read the environment variables, typing and types for the message, for the .env. This is for load the env files and creating the backend APIs. That is the fast API, HTTP for the sending the errors and response, and in Groq that is the connect the Groq LLM. So this project is related to the AI chatbot with FastAPI and Groq. And so in that the uh, in that the file we will load the environment of the variable and API keys. That is the Groq .env and Groq API keys is equal to os dot get env and Groq API keys. We will implement the Groq API key in that folder, that is the JSK. So how to create the Groq API keys? I also show the Groq API key. We will create the website, that is the Groq API key. This is active. I will create on the 13th December in 2025 and this is the secret key of that API. So in that project I also create the fast API, that is the app.fast API, and this line will be create the backend server and the OCRS, that is the app.add middleware, that is the allow origin credential methods header we will use, and the initialization Groq client, that is the client is equal to Groq API keys is equal to Groq API keys, and request the body models, that is the input validation, that is the user class user input base model, that is the message is equal to str and role str is equal to users in that, and the role that is the defined to the user, and the fastest API automatically, that is the convert the JSON is equal to JSON into the Python object, and the validate inputs, and the conventional class, that is the chat memory, that is the chat memory is in that line number 39. Define init self and self message is equal to list dictionary str and roll the system, and you will use the useful of AI assistant is equal to self dot active is equal to boolean true, and that is the store the entire the chat history, adds the system message, and they keep tracking the conventional active, and the stores conventional, that is the stores conventional, that is the this is line number 46, that is the conventionally dictionary str and conventional. So that will be key values and acts like the temporary memories, and get and create, that is the define query Groq API will conventionally str and try, which will be use the try catch memory, and that is the completion of the client dot chat completion create, that is the new users existing users enables of the multi-message conventional, that is the send the message of the Groq API, that is the define query Groq API conventional, and handling the stream response. Stream response is nothing but fast string response, that is nothing but the response timing, fast response, useful for real time and timing effects. Uh, and the chat API endpoint, that is the chat API endpoint. Mm, that is the endpoint of that the backend file, that is app.post chat and the user input, and get or create the conventionally, if is not conventional that active, and there is the HTTP exception, status code is 400, and and that and run server, that is the last. If name is equal to main and import the UV that is the app.host and port number that is the start the server and listen and port number 88800 and access the any browser or frontend that will be used. So it will be also run. We will use new terminals and it will be included some files that is the env.env, app.py, requirement.txt, and the requirement.txt it will be including some libraries that is the FastAPI, Longchain, Groq, LangChain core, and Python.env file. It will be execute on the first that is the npm install and this requirement.txt folder. It will be installed some libraries and now also run the app.py folder and this folder will be including this folder is a backend folder and that folder how to learn this how to run the backend folder that will be execute the command that is the unicorn app.reload. Okay, this is the error because the it, unicorn is not recognizing the name of the cmdelete function. That is the it will be a, some folders that is the env requirement.txt. So it will be assigned the specific path that is the Python unicorn app.reload. That is that reload. It will be execute the proper format of that file and it will be executed. That is it will be shown. It will be